It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
なって誰が蹴るかわからないあのフリーキックで一シビスゲット。
横浜 FC のこのディフェンダーが出てこれない状況を作ってるんですよね、京都はね。
Очень сильная тройка, которая много проблем доставляла обороне «Зенита». Но куда больше проблем обороне Краснодара доставлял Халк. Его совершенно зубодробительные удары с разных дистанций.
Last week wouldn't be in range for many, but for this man, certainly. Oh, most certainly! Courtois completely bamboozled. It's 50 for the season for Cristiano Ronaldo, and what a stage to get it! Oh, Kevin. Now it's Luis, and it's sensational! 2-0 Brazil!
いいところで今カメラ撮ってたね。
ブレたというよりも
Vamos ao teste. Gol! Elano do Santos! Não!
Roberto Carlos. This is Clarence Seedorf. To his right and left. Oh, he's gone for goal! Fabulous strike from Clarence Seedorf. Ferociously struck and completely deceiving the goalkeeper, who could hardly have been.
Coup franc de Juninho.
Et l'ouverture du score pour Lyon, la machine à coup franc relancée, Juninho qui marque son 3e coup franc en 10 jours. Après Eindhoven, après Rennes, non c'est pas Rennes, après Nantes, après Eindhoven, voici Ajaccio, 1-0 pour Lyon.
Depois de um limite de 5 faltas, a partir da 6ª falta, é chute sem barreira. Tá aí o Rodrigo, bateu firme! Gol! Do Brasil! Do Brasil! Ele bate muito forte, tem um petardo Rodrigo, só na barreira, a bola passou por baixo do Gustavo, foi morrer lá no cantinho, no detalhe.
Well, the first chance, Sakaguchi, a good save from him. So Naboya skips past the challenge. Naboya! Had done so well to have too much time on that outside. Just skip past Van der Kwaai like he wasn't there. Change the angle. Gwen Van Hooy a little bit too far out of his goal, trying to narrow that angle. It's Morioka. Fires it, goal bound and in. Bit long in the tooth. Very difficult when there are bodies in the way. Gwen Van Hooy, no real chance there at all. They've got to defend here. Oh, what a finish! Tran Van
Vu kırıttı.
Well, Sakaguchi didn't help things by moving backward. A long-range shot, deflected and in. Well, you can see there Bruno Formosa on the sidelines, not happy at all. It was Watanabe that pulled it back. Did it take a nick? It certainly looked like it. Yes, it did. Wrong footing, Gwen Van Hooy. Pace and the ability to take players on. That's brilliant from Dan Fat. Here he is again. Can he score? Yes, he can! Dan Fat is the hero as he cuts the deficit to just one. And is that what we're going to see here? Took it ever so well. Sakaguchi came out towards the edge of the D, but Dan Fat just flicking it in the corner. Van der Kwaai. In three. Oh, that's really well played. And at the second attempt, Tran Van Vu gets his second of the game with just 80 seconds on the clock. Tran Van Vu has done it again.
Goal for Vietnam by player number 11, Tran Van Vu. Vietnam terma jamoasi kiritgan to'p muallifi 11-chi raqamdagi.
Are we in for an upset of what would be epic proportions? Even more. Oh, it's brilliant though. It's absolute. He may be the elder statesman on the Japanese team, but it's lovely ball down the line from Naboya. But how about that? The little turn inside creates. Oh, it's well played off the line. Naboya with a big chest away. Is that the defining moment in this quarter-final? Lovely feint there from Gwen Bao Quan. Tran Van Vu. Nice ball played in. Naboya. Nudge in the back. No, said the referee. Van der Kwaai plays it forwards and an equaliser. Tran Tai Hui.
Goal for Vietnam by player number 14.
Well, with just under 2 minutes to go, Vietnam draw level once more. What a strike that is. Tran Tai Hui, absolutely no mistake. Morioka at the other end, a big save though from Gwen Van Hooy. Seen it all before. It is Morioka. No! Was it in? That's the question. Morioka is asking. Gwen Din Hoa is in goal. Oh, that looked as though it cleared the line. Well, that quite clearly cleared the line. It's been given as a miss. That hasn't though. Gwynbo Kwan makes no mistake. Henry steps up. Henry scores. Well, that was a big penalty. So can Vietnam put themselves right in the box seat here? Duong and Tuong. Saved! You have to say, Fujiwara didn't know too much about it. He wasn't even looking at the ball, it just hit his hand. So can Kwan. That's all. They've got to defend here. Oh, what a finish! Tran Van
Vu to'p kiritdi.
Well, Sakaguchi didn't help things by moving backward. A long-range shot, deflected and in. Well, you can see there Bruno Formosa on the sidelines, not happy at all. It's Watanabe that pulled it back. Did it take a nick? It certainly looked like it. Yes, it did. Wrong footing, Gwen Van Hoy. Pace and the ability to take players on. That's brilliant from Dan Phat. Here he is again. Can he score? Yes, he can! Dan Phat is the hero as he cuts the deficit to just one. And is that what we're going to see here?
Dan Phat to'p kiritdi.
Took it ever so well. Sakaguchi came out towards the edge of the D, but Dan Phat just flicking it in the corner. Pham Do Qua. In three. Oh, that's really well played. And at the second attempt, Tran Van Vu gets his second of the game with just 80 seconds on the clock. Tran Van Vu has done it again.
Goal for Vietnam by player number 11, Tran Van Vu. Vietnam terma jamoasi kiritgan to'p muallifi 11 raqamdagi.
Are we in for an upset of what would be epic proportions? Even more. Oh, it's brilliant though. It's absolute. He may be the elder statesman on the Japanese team, but it's lovely ball down the line from Naboya. But how about that? The little turn inside creates. Oh, it's well played off the line. Naboya with a big chest away. Is that the defining moment in this quarter-final? Lovely feint there from Gwen Bao Kwan. Tran Van Vu. Nice ball played in. Naboya. Nudge in the back. No, said the referee. Pham Do Qua plays it forwards and an equaliser. Tran Tai Hui.
Goal for Vietnam by player number 14.
Well, with just under 2 minutes to go, Vietnam draw level once more. What a strike that is. Tran Tai Hui, absolutely no mistake. Morioka at the other end, a big save though from Gwen Van Hoy. Seen it all before. It is Morioka. No! No! Was it in? That's the question. Morioka is asking. Gwen Din Hua is in goal. Oh, that looked as though it cleared the line. Well, that quite clearly cleared the line. It's been given as a miss. That hasn't, though. Gwynbo Kwan makes no mistake. Henry steps up. Henry scores. Oh, that was a big penalty. So can Vietnam put themselves right in the box seat here? Duong and Tuong. Saved! You have to say, Fujiwara didn't know too much about it. He wasn't even looking at the ball, it just hit his hand. Oh, went for power. Tried to go straight down the middle, but it's 1-1 again. And that is unbelievable. Niboya misses. So a chance here for Vietnam to go further than they've ever been before. And it rests on the shoulders of Phong Trong Luan. The biggest shock ever in the AFC Futsal Championship. The champions are out.
Rất hay. Cú sút đầu tiên của đội bóng áo đỏ. Vừa rồi là cú sút của Trần Văn Vũ. Chúng ta cùng xem lại pha dứt điểm của Trần Văn Vũ. Một cú sút từ bên phía cánh phải. Cú dứt điểm. Vừa rồi là cú sút của đội trưởng Araujo. Do vậy, khái niệm dự bị cũng không hẳn là chính xác khi mà những cầu thủ thường xuyên ra vào sân. Khá nguy hiểm. Cú sút của cầu thủ mang áo số 9 Baptista. Baptista vừa được tung vào sân và ngay lập tức thì tiền đạo này đã cho thấy sự nguy hiểm của mình bằng một pha dứt điểm. Pha đánh bóng rất tốt. Cơ hội dứt điểm. Vào! Bất ngờ đã xảy ra. Chúng ta cùng xem lại tình huống phản công vừa rồi. Một pha phản công sắc sảo. Cú sút chéo góc của Trọng Luân. Thêm một cơ hội phản công nữa. Rồi, không vào. Lại là Trọng Luân. Trọng Luân đã có một pha bứt tốc rất nhanh. Chúng ta cùng xem lại tình huống phản công vừa rồi. Đường chuyền rất như vậy vừa rồi cao thủ Brazil đã có bàn gỡ, bàn sa bằng tỷ số rất nhanh. Chúng ta cùng xem lại bàn thắng vừa rồi của cao thủ Brazil. Rất nhanh thì những nhà đương kim vô địch thế giới đã có câu trả lời. Và vừa rồi là cú sút của đội trưởng Araujo. Có thể nói những đối thủ của đội tuyển Futsal Việt Nam ở giải đấu này ở 3 cấp độ khác nhau. Nhật Bản có được 6 điểm, còn Brazil họ đang có cơ hội để có được 9 điểm nếu thắng trong trận đấu cuối cùng này. Vừa rồi là một pha đánh bóng nguy hiểm nữa của đội bóng áo vàng xanh. Đường chuyền của Araujo. Đường chuyền rất thoáng, khá căng. Đó là cú sút của Sufo. Một cú sút ở góc khá hẹp. Cơ hội. Việc mời được những đội bóng hàng đầu thế giới đến Việt Nam như Nhật Bản, Brazil hay kể cả Thái Lan vẫn còn rất tốt. Một pha khống chế rất kỹ thuật của Baptista. Baptista. Bóng đã chạm vào cột dọc trong tình huống vừa rồi. Rồi, không vào. Các cầu thủ Brazil luôn là những nghệ sĩ sân cỏ cách thực thụ. Và như vậy họ đã có bàn thắng nâng tỷ số lên thành 2-1 Một tình huống dứt điểm rất nhanh, rất bất ngờ. Vừa rồi thì cả hàng phòng ngự bên phía đội tuyển Futsal Việt Nam đã hoàn toàn đứng sững. Chúng ta cùng xem lại tình huống này. Santos. Và dứt điểm rất nhanh của Santos. Cầu thủ Việt Nam đang thi đấu rất tự tin. Sút ngay, vào 2-2, rất hay, rất đẹp mắt. Đó là bàn thắng của Trần Văn Vũ. Chúng ta cùng xem lại bàn thắng này. Sút rất bất ngờ. Rất căng, rất nguy hiểm. Liên tiếp là những cú sút. Rất đáng khen cho hàng phòng ngự của đội bóng áo đỏ. Chúng ta đã tổ chức phòng ngự rất kiên cường. Và vừa rồi thì thủ môn Biểu Phước đã bị đau. Và họ thực hiện được những pha phối hợp tấn công. Rồi phản công cho cao thủ Việt Nam. Vẫn còn. Vào! Không thể tin nổi. Chúng ta đang vươn lên dẫn trước 3-2. Vừa rồi là bàn thắng của Thành Đạt. Rất bất ngờ. Không thể tin nổi là chúng ta lúc này đang dẫn trước cao thủ Brazil, đội bóng số 1 thế giới của môn Futsal với tỷ số 3-2. Niềm vui của các cổ động viên. Đây là một trận đấu thực sự mang lại rất nhiều sự phấn khích cho những người xem. Chúng ta cùng xem lại bàn thắng này. Một pha dứt điểm rất kỹ thuật. Như bấm bóng của Thành Đạt đã nâng tỷ số lên thành 3-2. Và người rất hay. Rồi, không vào. Thì đó cũng sẽ là một kết quả rất ngọt ngào của cao thủ Việt Nam ở trận đấu này. Vẫn còn. Không vào.
Hola, the Brazilians are in town. We're in Ho Chi Minh City for the grand finals of the Tiger Street Football 2013. Floripa, the reigning champions, in fact the two-time champions, the two times that this has been played, will be going head-to-head with DBT. Now, that stands for That Been Dent. They, of course, have performed on plenty of occasions so far. So, it's Vietnam versus Brazil in the second semi-final of the Tiger Street Football 2013 edition of the competition. Sides almost getting ready to go into the cage. If you're a fan of the Brazilian side and have seen them, we do know that there are a couple of changes that have been made. As for DBT, Steve Darby has pointed out that he has said that he has been one of the best performers so far in yesterday's competition and today's competition, so he is definitely one to keep an eye out for. As we mentioned, for Brazil, there is no Adilson. Floripa are here again to defend their title. Houghton, you'll remember, the goal scorer, he is the 5th and 6th leading all-time goal scorer in the indoor leagues in the USA. Is playing in goal. Can you believe that, Steve?
Well, and he wasn't a bad goalkeeper, but when you see him play, you'll find out he's probably the most attacking goalkeeper I've ever seen in my life.
We have seen them playing all today, and they play futsal, fluid football, don't they? Where the goalkeeper comes out, gets involved, and as you can hear here, the fans again going crazy for this DVT side. So Vietnam being strongly represented. They want one of their teams in the final and a chance to win the big prize, Steve.
Well, the big prize is 632 million dong. Now, when you think the average monthly wage here is 4 million dong, do you think that's a good incentive?
I think you'd be going nuts to try and win it, wouldn't you? It is Houghton that gets us underway. He draws it forwards. Nice bit of skill, looking to keep possession. There's Houghton again outside of his box, fired forwards. No nonsense from Ricardo there. Ricardo we've seen the last couple of years as well. There's a mistake from Houghton, and the first one, you can hear what the crowd think about that. Wow, there you go.
Well, he won't be happy with that, certainly. I mean, that was just a little bit of arrogance, I think. The fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Ding Hong it was who has scored the first goal, and it goes across the face of goal again. Houghton, not phased, rolls it forward. Ricardo getting bullied down there on the boards and smashed into the cage. Easily dealt with though in goal. But Mao launches that one forward. Houghton. The Brazilians won't panic. They have had some tight games here. Houghton with a strike all the length of the pitch. Fans enjoying that one. Referee gets involved as well. Ding Hong trying to turn one and snap one home. Easily picked up though by Ricardo.
I mean, Brazilians are renowned for their technical skill, but don't underestimate the way that they keep a shape. They're tactically well-disciplined, Brazilian side. Well, the futsal sides, it's not just ad hoc play, it's organised play.
Well, let's not forget, and I did mention that these two sides met in the final last year here in Ho Chi Minh City, and it finished 6-2 to the Brazilian side. But that was with Adilson in goal. Houghton playing centre forward. He's now in goal.
And I think they're going to miss him by the looks of it.
There's Denison getting it wrong as well. Ricardo having to put his foot in. Denison just hits it back. Houghton keeps possession in the box. He'll have 3 seconds to rid the ball. Ricardo back to Houghton. Houghton with the outside of the foot. Ricardo trying to twist and turn. Looks to keep it. Denison slows it down. Houghton steps forward, drills on forwards, and again, just looking for that little knockdown. Just snapped forwards there, Fabio Vicente it was, who just tried to hit the back of the net. Fabio normally a defender as well, so tactics slightly different here. Fans going crazy again, and an opportunity. Houghton almost messed his feet up there, but got it just right in the end. Twisting, turning. Great skill, great technique, and the rebound goes over the top from Ding Hong. And the Vietnamese side are really pressing Brazil here. They're really having a go.
The question is, can they keep up this intensity, or will it just die?
Well, the fans are, because they're going nuts. You can see them there at the top of your screen. Really, really partisan crowd here. Drilled forwards on that occasion from Ricardo, but it just came back off the walls. It's Carlos who's trying to fight for the ball. Denison slows it back down. They're not going to panic. We're only halfway through this first half. Drilled forwards, little deflection's gone in, and it is a deflection of Carlos Valente. 1-1, we're all square, and you can hear deadly silence now, Steve.
Yeah, some of the Vietnamese boys were looking at that clock already.
It's too early to do that, particularly when you play this Brazilian side. They've entertained us on so many occasions. They really, really have. They won in Singapore and Bangkok in 2011. Then they won in KL. The grand finals. They won here in Ho Chi Minh last year. And they won the grand finals last year. And they're here again. They're here for the big prize. That is for sure. There's Fabio Cannavaro looking on and enjoying himself. And one of the coaches got a little bit too much to say for himself and just getting a ticking off there from the referee.
Well, it's not bad. A Portuguese-speaking fan getting ticked off by a Singaporean referee in the middle of Vietnam. Then again, maybe refs are the same all over the world.
I think they are. They always make mistakes, don't they, Steve? You'll know that being a coach. That one's drilled goal down, and again, Ricardo had to tiptoe around the box there, because if he steps in, that is a free kick from halfway line. Houghton having to get rid of that. There's the mistake again, and it's a second goal. DBT from Vietnam take the lead. Ding Hong it is, gets a second.
That was where the 3-second rule applied. He had to get rid of it quickly. He'll be thinking now, what have I done? Twice. I wonder if we'll see a tactical change and he'll play outfield.
Well, you may see that a bit later on. A little bit of a mix-up there. Is there another body in the box? No, a little bit overzealous for the challenge. Fabio trying to get on the end of that.
And here's the roar again.
It won't faze them, trust me. There's another half to go. There's still over a minute in this second semi-final of the first period and the first half of this game. Denison has to track all the way back. Good work there from Panda. That's the man that you were looking at, Steve. Hasn't really played his part here, but he has closed down very, very quickly, it has to be said.
Yeah, he hasn't showed the individual skills he showed in the other games. I think because he's up against a better side, simple as that.
Yeah, he's just having that threat quelled, I think. Fabio in the corner trying to get on the end of it. A little bit of a tussle and a battle there, and it's gone against Brazil, so Brazil will have to defend here. now looking to avenge last year's 6-2 defeat, and they're on their way to doing it. Hilton rolls it out. Denison gets caught in possession. Almost an opportunity. You felt if the snapshot would have come there from Dandat that something may have happened. Ricardo fires that one forwards. It's off the backboard. Well controlled and chested. Ivan it was who was back there. They're just pushing it down. Hilton has to come out and get committed to the challenge, and they've just sent somebody else back into the goal, which you're allowed to do. You're only allowed one player into the goal area. It doesn't matter if it's a goalkeeper or anyone. And again, it's another one of those rules. That's half time. Fans are going nuts. We've had a real entertaining first 6 minutes.
Well, I think the better team is losing, and that's been caused by 2 mistakes by the keeper. And you have to say,
I don't disagree with that at all. Side here, Newton comes out of his box, look, tries to be a little bit too clever, does have the 3-second rule, makes the mistake.
He knows it, doesn't he? He knows it's a mistake, yes.
Straight away. I mean, look, just trying to be a little bit too clever. Then he was getting involved, pushing forwards, drilling shots, goal bound as well. Actually pulling off a save here and there as well.
Well, I think he gets in the way more than anything else.
I think that's what you have to do as a goalkeeper in this.
There's the second one.
There's the second one. A huge mistake. Instead of just launching it forwards. Of course, Carlos scored for Brazil, so that is why we have a 2-1 scoreline. You can see how committed these boys are, and like you said, Steve, when you look at the average wage and what it's worth and what this game could be worth to the boys, no matter what, they're going to win $10,000 US if they get through this game. And I mean, that's still huge for them. This squad's a 7. There's plenty to go around for the boys there, isn't there?
Oh, they'll be eating well for a long time, believe me.
Well, the 2 minutes is almost up, so the teams will be shepherded back onto the field of play. Fans, I'm sure, will really get behind the local team. And of course, the second I say that, they walk back onto the field of play and the fans go ballistic.
Now it's about, can they hang on physically? They're giving everything.
No change yet. Newton will still stay in goal. That much we do know. So Vietnam chants ringing around this mini stadium that's been constructed here. And again, looking behind me, I said there was about 200-300 people. There's now about 1,000 people behind us, Steve. Everybody is here to witness this event. It is Tiger Street football at its best. Fly forwards. No avail from Pandak. There you can see dropping back is Fabio a little bit deeper. That means Ricardo will push on a little bit more, as will Denison. Denison closing down quickly. Fabio in strong with a challenge. It's teed up nicely. Ricardo having to track all the way back there on that occasion, though. Ricardo heads it back over inside, headed forwards from Carlos Valente. Drilled into that corner. Ricardo picking up the loose ball.
Yeah, the Vietnamese now got to keep the ball in the Brazilians' half. That's all they need to do.
Trying to be a little bit too precise with the shots as well, and just winces.
You can see now, no matter what level you play, technique counts. And as they're getting tired, their technique's going to pieces a little bit here.
Let's not forget that they've had a full, intense day yesterday of competition as well. So whereas the Brazilians have had to travel halfway around the world, though, Denison tries to create a yard off the face there of Carlos. Duty keeps possession on this occasion. Was that a handball? It looked like a handball, not given. A real chance here now for Vietnam. Vietnam, good quick feet there being shown from Pandak. But again, just couldn't hit the target. Ricardo was in the way. Tai Tang held it forwards. Carlos was exactly the same into the corner. They really are missing their goalkeeper because Hilton should be up there poking the goals home. That is the problem. Apparently Hilton, due to work commitments, couldn't make it. One off the bar. Denison with the header. Nothing happening there. Denison on the turn. What a save that was. Great save from Popao. But Brazil are really starting to turn the corner here and turn the screw. They are applying more and more pressure. Almost 2 minutes gone. 4 minutes left of this second half. It is Vietnam leading Brazil by 2 goals to 1. The volley there from Pandak to know about it. Bounced over the top of the crossbar. Fabio gets his body in the way. Big and strong. Used to play professional football, of course, didn't he, for the likes of Internacional and Botafogo in the Brazilian First Division. Now enjoying himself in retirement from playing football at that level.
The Vietnamese will be happy if they keep doing this.
2.5 minutes gone short home, but unfortunately Carlos couldn't get his head there. Carlos tries to put his foot in. Anywhere will do at the moment now for this Vietnam team. Fabio can't get his foot on the end of it. Puts it forwards. Well, there's the old-fashioned...
The old toe poke, the futsal toe poke.
That was... Ricardo just trying to be a bit too precise with his shot. Tries to sort his feet out quickly. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's what this game is about. Denison slows it back down. 3 minutes left, so the crowd get right behind them. Exactly. Played forwards. Carlos with the last. Denison. Good save again from Quapao. Vietnam then hit on the counter-attack. And that it was who was trying to do that. It could be a third. Ball just wide from Iban, who pushed forward. Newton. Well, they'd want to get on with that pretty quickly. That's exactly what they do. 2 minutes 45 to go. This could be the biggest shock we've ever seen in Tiger Street football, with Brazil exiting the competition at this stage. They've never lost a semi-final that they've played in. They've lost one final. That much we do know. Good footwork, good skills again from Pendat. Gets in behind, looks to try and push it past Houghton. Pendat almost getting that one spot on. Houghton goes forwards. Keeps possession. Ricardo has the support. Houghton tries to strike. They've got players back there, but not defending enough. And it's got to be a third, and it is! Pendat makes it 3-1. The crowd go nuts.
And suddenly you feel a little bit fitter. Has the referee given it?
Yes, the referee is giving it. There's no question about that now. The Brazilians need to step up to the mark. Good forwards by Fabio. Carlos heads it back inside. Hooked into the corner. No problems there. Clinton.
What are you feeling is tired now, guys?
No, they won't. That's for sure. Drop forward to Milton. Looks as though the Vietnamese have got this one tactically spot on in this semi-final. Strong challenge there. Fabio putting his foot in. Denison doing exactly the same. Carlos punts it forward. Good save in the end again. Something it was. There is again. Something. Will use every one of those 3 seconds that he's allowed before distributing the ball. That's for sure. Just to run the clock down a little bit more. Ricardo rolls it back. Newton picks it up. 60 seconds are all that separates Vietnam from going to the grand finals. Newton fires it forwards, headed on. Just nick forwards from Kai Tang. And easily back to Zong Tien. I'll tell you one thing, the roar will be immense if it stays this way. Newton is inside his box. Ricardo lets it run past him, can't do anything about it. Less than 30 seconds to go here. Newton came a long way there. Denison helps it back inside. Newton slows it down. Rolls into Denison. Denison miscontrols it. Piston turning, given away. Almost killed the game off there. 20 seconds left. This is it. It's do or die for Brazil. They need a goal and then they'll need to snatch one pretty quick. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good save there from Zong Tien. 4, 3, 2, 1. They're going to the grand final. And listen to that crowd. They have avenged 12 months of hurt. A 6-2 victory last year went in favour of the Brazilians. It's the Vietnamese side, DBT, that has turned the form book on its head and have made it through to the final by beating Floripa of Brazil by 3-1.
You can see there, this means something to these lads. Never mind the money, they're playing for their country right now, and these people love their country. They love Vietnam. Sincerely, it's really immense, and you know, I mean, okay, they'll be thinking about the money later, but right now they just want a game for their country.
Well, there you can see fist bumps all round, thoroughly deserved as well. It was quite an encounter, that we can say. The way that it went against form, it has to be said. In great form though was Zong Tien in goal.
Yeah, he's a big lad, which is quite unusual for the Vietnamese athlete, at least. There's not many lads like that, but he's obviously been a goalkeeper who maybe didn't like training too much, but it's working well for him here.
We're just watching them walk off, and the fans, as they're going round, are patting them on the back, they're cheering them, they're getting right behind them. It really is wonderful to see. more chances coming the way. Ivan went close as well, didn't he? But when they don't came, it was just more than enough to see the game off.
He kept composed, Tandem. He kept composed. He didn't just smash it.
That's why you say he's a player. He's picked that one off there, and Hilton just had to put the hand out to try and stop it going in. And there is the joy. It means so much to these boys to get through to try and win the grand prize of $30,000 US. We're going to head for a short break. When we come back, we're going to look.
Alongside the name of the team that they are supporting is this lovely run down the near side. This is picked up beautifully by Mak Hong Kwang. Inside the area, dribbles his way. Great chance, Vietnam have the opener toward the back post. They've pressed high, they've imposed themselves, and eventually that pressure has told. Stunning strike from a man who really deserves it, Vo Huy Tuan. Has given the Vietnamese supporters something to cheer about. Well, Vietnam came into this match with nothing to lose, really. They're unfancied. But they're a side that is throwing everything at Iran. Some wonderful control as well from Mak Hong Kwang to set up that play. Inside out, he took the Iranian defender Mohammad Daneshgar, and then finishing off. Not sure quite how much he knew about it. Tried to turn. Moving this ball around quite nicely indeed. Forward. Great chance for a man to set up a goal to find another goal. Vietnam have two. Unbelievably, they've got two against Iran. This is turning out to be a thoroughly impressive opening half hour. Sedfi beaten for the second time in 5 minutes. As the man that got the assist, Mak Hong Kwang, for the first goal, has now scored Vietnam's second. And this is turning out to be a thoroughly impressive start by an unfancied Vietnamese side who look like they've thrown everything but the kitchen sink and the Iranians. Well, the Kyrgyzstan players are watching on and must be thinking. Particularly quiet Japanese coach, but Iran confident in the opening stages and immediately pressurizing Champun Ngoc in the Vietnamese goal. 20-odd seconds gone in the opening half, and Iran showing real intent to find a goal that would bring them right back into this game. Yaqub Karimi, the Istiqlal player, Iran's most successful club, onto the pitch in the first half to try to add a little impetus going forward. Great chance to find a goal back, and they still can't find a way through. Just a little pause in play now. An injury inside the Vietnamese 18-yard area. Looks to be the central defender, Quay Ngoc Hai. It is Quay Ngoc Hai. To try to clear, and Boot catching the underside of his boot. He's fine. It was always going to be a difficult angle to challenge from. Iran, meanwhile, great chance to pull one back. Lovely, but a little too strong again. Rezai kicks a water bottle in frustration. Well, the goalkeeper rounded, but caused enough of a distraction to see a poor touch from Rezai in trying to round him. And Vietnamese guilty in conceding possession inside their own half. A dangerous counter-attack. He needed to take it beyond the goalkeeper somehow, Rezai, and while he did that, he hit it just a little too hard. It's Karimi in possession, lovely into the area, and again a chance created for Sharifi, who can't find the target. Well, the frustration almost too much to bear for coach Vinganda. Sharifi has missed countless opportunities in the second half. Two of which you would feel he's got to do better. Down an injured goalkeeper as well. This is how it happened. Well, that was just poor, absolutely poor from the Vietnamese goalkeeper. If you're going to make the choice to come off your line, you have to reach the ball, and you can't be hacking wildly. It was clever by Sharifi to take that ball out of the path of the goalkeeper when he knew that there was going to be a collision. Goalkeeper, though, has been cautioned, and correctly so. Very clumsy. And penalty time for Iran. The captain, Mohsen Musalman, gifted left boot. He played in Guangzhou 4 years ago. And he's hoping to help guide Iran to a 5th Asian Games title overall. They trail by 2. Well, Salman, the captain, steers it home with that gifted left boot of his, and suddenly Iran are back in the game. They trail by 1, but it's game on at the An San Hua Stadium. This unfancied Vietnamese side that took the game to Iran in the opening half and had the game turned in the second half. Penalty conceded by Chan Bung Ngoc, the Vietnamese goalkeeper, and he couldn't keep out what was a fine effort. Placed wide to Chan Pi-song. Chan Pi-song going for a 3rd Vietnamese goal. They reclaim that 2-goal advantage. They haven't seen much possession. They've been nowhere in the territory stakes in this second half, but they reclaim their 2-goal advantage on the break. Essentially beaten for the 3rd time in the match. And the Vietnamese crowd that seemed to be silenced a short while ago by the Iranian penalty are back on their feet and celebrating. It was Chan Pi-song who won possession at a quick little 1-2, composing the Iranian defenders. Managed to unleash a powerful effort that beat Ho Chan in the Iranian goal. If you're going to make the choice to come off your line, you have to reach the ball. Pahlavan's come away with it though. Great chance for Iran to make it 2. Off the woodwork and out. They've been denied by a better Vietnamese side, and now by the woodwork too. No luck for Sharifi on the night. He might have won the penalty. He's had some brilliant touches in build-up play. And after being denied by the goalkeeper previously, Rezai, he's now denied by the woodwork. Ball just not curling in as he would have hoped. Vakia's return ball sent high by Sharifi. Again, on the bounce, the ball just skips through. Now, slightly dewy surface, so it'll get to the goalkeeper a little more quickly on the bounce. Great chance for Vietnam to add a 4th here, perhaps. The ball lifted back to the goalkeeper, and it was surely a back pass, and the referee first get one player to touch it and then to get somebody to strike it goal bound, or if they are to score, if the person who hits it goal bound takes a deflection off a player, any player from the Vietnamese player or indeed another player sneaks in, it's there eventually. Nothing wrong with that. Vietnam celebrated by an inspired Vietnamese side. This surely a back pass. The referee ruled it as such on the edge of the 6-yard area. An indirect free kick. They knew they needed to touch it, not once but twice, to get it into the back of the net. The captain struck it firmly. It took a deflection, but it
tốc độ của Ngọc Thắng. 1-0 cho đội tuyển Việt Nam. Điều mà chúng ta mong chờ cuối cùng cũng đã đến ở ngay phút thứ 3. Tất cả chúng ta đang mong chờ rằng U23 Việt Nam sẽ có được bàn thắng sớm và từ đó giải tỏa được tâm lý và liên tiếp có được những bàn thắng tiếp theo. Hồ Ngọc Thắng đã làm tốt điều này.